We are gonna play If I Could. So typically we always say, if I could go back, if I could do things differently. You don't get redos typically, right? Unless you're presented with the same situation. So I'm gonna answer 10 questions if I could. I'm gonna read the question and then I'm gonna answer the question. Let's see, let's have some fun with this. If I could go back, when I chose my realtor for this house that I'm living in currently when I brought, I would have did more due diligence about that person, their style, their practice, versus just hiring them. When I took on this realtor, I met her, energy was dope. I was like, wow, hired her on, had a whole bunch of red flags, like misled me, told me stuff when it really wasn't true, forced me to do things, like just was not the best experience, hence why I became a licensed realtor. If I could go back and buy my first house again, I would not buy a single family. I bought my first single family at age 21 or age 22, one of those two. But I brought a single family. I was taught, get the single family house, blah, 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 blah. I got it. If I could go back, I would buy a multifamily instead. And to be honest, I probably would have had like 4 or 5 by now. If I could go back. If I could, I would have never depleted my 401k to use it for the stock market. Yes, I don't, who knows the reason I did at the time, but in my mind, it was a lot of cash when I was working in the banking world. And I said, I could use this. And I just started learning about stocks and options, the worst and the best. And I decided to deplete my 401k to take that cash. Didn't care about penalty because I'm like, I don't care about that at the time. But if I could go back, I wouldn't have done that. I still would have probably took it out, but I would have put it towards real estate. I wouldn't have took it out to put it in the stock market and play around with options. If I could go back, when we started our project with my Orca 8 investment team in Hyde Park, I would have taken time in the beginning, not rushed because we knew we were under the gun and it started. We rushed very fast to get things done really quick, made decisions really quick on hiring people, architect, developers, project. We just went fast because it's like, just get it done quick. The quicker we get it done, quicker we get on the market, quicker we get paid. Lost more money by going fast versus in the beginning, go slow and respect that process to protect the money in the end. If I could go back, I would have done more research on how to build wealth when I was younger. I was so determined on being successful. And it was about, the environment I grew up in, what I was taught, what I was told, or my perception of what success was. I took that route and created success based on those terms. But that is a limited success tunnel that I went down. If I discovered I knew the value or power of entrepreneurship, I absolutely would have done that route because I would be on 10 times higher of a level. The confidence, the awareness, the structure, the experience, it just would have been game changer. If I could do it all over again. If I could go back, I would have trusted my wife when she told me, don't trust our agent. This is before I was licensed. Don't trust our agent and negotiate the commission for her because she was helping us sell our home and helping us buy our home, which we found ourselves. But she got paid 3% from us, 2% from the house we brought. It was over $1 million between the both transactions, 5-6 years ago. And it's like, if I just paused and didn't have to just rush and listen to my wife, we could have saved an extra, who knows, 15, 20K at that time. If I listened. If I could go back, I would have did more due diligence on where I went to get my mortgage. The experience was okay. I felt it was delayed, behind, not prioritized, and I was not aware of mortgage brokers, right? Just knew you need a loan, you go to a bank, and I worked in the banking, right? So you just go to your bank or another big bank. But the experience at a big bank is actually not as good and as quick as the experience with a mortgage broker. So I would have done more due diligence and shopping around or looked into first-time homebuyer programs. I didn't even know or think about that. I just bought the house. Could have saved more money in my pocket. If I could go back, I would have never sold my house in Randolph. I would have kept it, turned it into an Airbnb or rented it out instead of selling it because I had a home equity line of credit. I could have used that, purchased the down payment for the house I'm in now, and I could have still owned that property, which that property is worth like $300,000 more than when I sold it, and been making money consistently. Using a home equity, they would have been paying all of that. If I could go back.